Hi, Colleen. I'll commentate now. Shot just wide by Charlie. Turan and Rands on the boards. Theo comes out with it. Over to Charles. Shot. Tip. Save. Rebound. Shot. Blocked. Turan behind the net. Over to Rands. Theo in the corner. Charles from the point. Throws it down low to Rands. Rands tries to move it out front. Broken up. Portland clears over the blue. EJ walks in from the point. Shot. Save. Andy at the point now. EJ down in the corner. Back to Charles. Charles over to Hudson. Hudson tries a move, loses it. Portland dumps it in deep. Stretch pass up to Hudson, tips it in. Hudson Cassidy after it. Cassidy in behind the net. Portland breaks it up, skates it out. Offside. Westerby at the line, into Riel, Dewey Riel, shot blocked. Senya up the middle of the Hudson, Caleb dumps it in. Carson holds the line, down low, Remy picks it up. Portland moves it out. Hunter through center. Stops up, throws it to the net. Carson in after it. Logan holds the line. Shot, save. Logan after it in the corner. Hunter picks it up, back to Skorda. Skorda down low into Finn. Portland breaks it up, chips it out to center. Hunter up to Finn on the wing. Finn gets it in deep. Stars and Finn after it. Stars behind the net. Rounds after it. Pins him behind the net. Theo comes out with it. Theo to the front. Save. Turan throws it in deep. Rounds after it in the corner. Theo in behind the net. Comes out front, shot. Wide. Rounds. Back to EJ, back to the corner. Turan throws it down low to the net. Rans comes out with it from behind the net, throws it to the middle. Charles at the point, down to Turan. Middle to EJ. EJ over to Charles. Throws it to the net, scores! 1-0 Thompson, goal by Charles. Senya over to Westerby. Portland holds the line. Now we chip it out to center. Indy on the wall, back to Senya. Senya in deep. Broken up, thrown up to center. Regroups over to Westerby. Westerby gets it in over the line. Portland brings it out through center. Hudson breaks it up. Gets it in deep all by himself. Portland dumps it in deep. Scored it in to pick it up. Scored loses the handle, turns back over to Stars. Stars up to Remy. Cassidy brings it out over to Skorda. Skorda dumps it in. Remy after it. Remy brings it out front, scores! Remy pulls it out front for the wraparound, throws it in. Assist to Skorda. EJ regroups through center. Broken up. Charles back. Portland brings it in. Shot wide. Portland regroups. EJ breaks it up. Over to Charles. Charles to Finn. Dumps it in deep. Logan and Hunter after it behind the net. Out front, Finn. Blocked. Puck down, dump down for an icing. Turan right out front, shot, scores, tipped in. Goal by Carter Turan, assist to Theo off the draw. Bumps it out to Theo. Theo in the slot. Back to Westerby. Down the half wall. Cuts to the middle. Throws it down low. Turan in the corner. Portland throws it out to center. Senya D to D to Westerby. Penalty coming up to Portland. 2 minutes for tripping. Charles sets up behind the net, skates it out, moves it up to Carson. Portland breaks it up. Portland dumps it down. Remy to the slot, up to Stars. Stars over to Skorda. Tries to throw it in deep, holds the line. Portland gets it out. Stars regroups over to Skorda. Skorda up the middle, broken up again. Back through center. Nets off. EJ behind her net. Up to Hunter, over to Charles. Breaks it into the Portland zone. Carries it in behind the net. All the way around, broken up. Out to center. EJ on the half wall. Back to the point to Logan. Logan back to EJ. He's got room, throws it at the net. Blocked, shot, save. Portland dumps it down for an ice. 1:40 left, first period, 3-0 Blazers. Portland breaks it in our zone, one-on-one. Cuts to the middle. Westerby breaks it up. Senya in to pick it up. Senya up to Mangel. Skates it into the Portland zone. Cuts to the middle, shot blocked. Senya holds the line. Turan with it behind the net, out front to Theo. Theo shot, blocked. Theo back at the point. Walks into the slot, over to Rands. Loses the handle. Portland comes out with it. Portland in on a break. Turan after it. Shot wide. Senya loses the handle. And that's the end of the first period. 3-0 Blazers. Portland chips it out to center. Theo back to pick it up. Theo over to Stars, back up to Theo, loses the handle. Turan picks it up, skates it in deep, runs after it. Portland picks it up, tries to skate it out, hit by Rands, dumped to center. Skorda with it now. Skorda skates it in, shot, save. Theo on the half wall, up to Remy at the point, throws it to the net, high. Charles dumps it in deep. Remy after it. Charlie holds the line, walks in, shot, save. Portland dumps it down, no ice. Charles back to pick it up, sets up behind the net. Up to Cassidy, Cassidy skates it in, hits the brakes, back to EJ, regroups at center. Over to Charles. Cassidy coming through center. Skates it in himself this time, shot wide. EJ can't hold the line. EJ takes it in, throws it back to the point. Pickering there, Portland dumps it down. Hunter behind the net. Up to Charles. Over to EJ, EJ in, drops it to Finn. Finn over to Charles, the point, shot, save. Senya at the point. Walks it down low. Back to Finn. Finn over to Westerby. Shot. Save. Portland skates it up. Throws it down. Senya back after it. Senya up to Hunter. Hunter through center. Hits the brakes. Turns back. Over to Senya. Back down to Hunter. Back to Senya. Quick over to Westerby. Senya in the middle. Over to Hunter. Parker through center. Throws it to the middle to Mangel. Portland breaks it up, skates it through center. Carter Stars skates it through center, dumps it in deep. Skates after it himself. Parker and Carter behind the net after it. Blazer penalty coming up here. 2 minutes for interference. Portland holds the line. Hudson and EJ after it, trying to get it out. Indy picks it up, skates it behind our net, short-handed here. Portland breaks it up. Indy stays with it. Throws it in the corner for Charles. Charles off the glass, up to Hudson. Hudson's got some time. Hudson in, down low to EJ, just missed it. EJ still after it. Portland skates it out with numbers. Shot, save. Charlie picks it up. Oh, just misses a stretch pass. Parker breaks up the pass, stays with it behind the net. Portland skates it out through center. Cuts to the middle, shot, scores. 3-1 Blazers. Skorda dumps it in deep. Moran's after it. Turan behind the net. Portland picks it up. Skorda dumps it back in. Skorda in to pick up the puck. Up to Rands on the boards. Broken up. Skorda behind the net. Theo after it. Portland holds the line, throws it at the net. Wide. Skorda regroups, throws it down to Stars. Theo picks it up with some speed. Through center. Takes it wide. Behind the net. Up to Rands. Rands tries to throw it at the net. Blocked. Portland picks it up. Skates it through center. Throws it in deep. EJ back to get it. Stars behind the net. Stars up to Caleb. Caleb with it. Loses the handle. In on the forecheck. Puck out of play. Cassidy skates it into Portland's zone. Remy in to help. EJ shot from the point, save. Cassidy with it in the corner, behind the net. Hits the brakes. Throws it back to the point to Charles. Charles walks in, shot, blocked. Remy with it. Back to EJ. EJ tries to walk the line. Portland carries it out. Numbers broken up. Remy chips it to center. EJ to Remy, back to Caleb. Caleb in. Over to Cassidy, misses the pass. Another Blazer penalty coming. Portland down in the corner, back to the point, D to D, down into the slot, up front. Senya picks it up behind the net. Portland comes out with it, back to the point, down low again, back to the point, down the half wall. Carson breaks it up, throws it out to center, stays with it. Offside. Scorta dumps it out all the way down. Stars holds the line, throws it back down deep. Hunter after it. Hunter doing some good work behind the net. Portland skates it out through center. In with numbers, reverses. Back to the point. D to D. Shot wide. In front, just missed. Back to the point. Down to the half wall. Walks in. Shot. Tipped wide. Shot coming from the point. Shot, save. Oh, just wide. Good save, Corbin. Turned over back to the point here. Shot wide again. Portland with some pressure here. Throw it back to the point. Just gets by out the center. Puck out of play. Rounds through center. Has some room. Cuts in, shot, save. Nice save. Rounds with it on the half wall. Turnaround after it. Back to the point to Charles. Charles D to EJ. EJ with some moves at the point. Over to Charles. Charles dumps it down low for Rands. Rands walks it out front. Back to Charles. Charles throws it at the net. Blocked. EJ with it now. EJ throws it. Blocked again. EJ again. D to Charles. Throws at the net. Save. Rebound. Puck to the corner. Back to the point. Over to Charles. Charles throws it in again. Tip just wide. Good pressure here by the Blazers. EJ holds the line again. Portland breaks it up. Turan keeps it in that time. Rands throws it in deep. EJ on the point. Over to Charles. Charles throws it wide. Indy after it. Parker with it now. Indy from behind the net. Portland breaks it up. Gets it just over the line. EJ dumps it in deep, goes for a change. Senya down to Indy, back to Senya. D to Westerby, shot, save. Carson up to Cassidy. Remy after it, corner. Cassidy in to help. Cassidy skates it off the wall, throws it to the net, off the side of the net. Portland chips it down. No icing. Senya pick it up. Portland skates in with it. Dewey breaks that up. We're going to get a call for it. Blazer penalty coming up. Corbin breaks that up right off the draw, comes through center with speed. Tries to cut to the middle. Behind the net, broken up. Finn after it. Portland holds the line, throws it to the front of the net. Puck still there. Shot, saved by Corbin. Finn skates out with it. To the middle to Stars, throws it in deep. Picks it up behind the net, up the boards. Portland breaks it out. Portland dumps it down low. Charlie in to pick it up. Throws it up the center. Dumps it in deep. 12 seconds left in the penalty kill here. Puck back to the point. Caleb back into play. Portland still with it. Theo breaks it up. He's got Caleb streaking down the wing. Caleb with it, loses the handle. Theo in. Theo shot, save. Portland ices it. 4.6 seconds left. Second period, Blazers 3, Hawks 1. Senya at the point. Down low to Finn. Portland breaks it up. Chips it out to center. Senya back to pick it up. Hunter chips it out. Portland dumps it back in. Senya dumps it down, no ice. Skorda back to pick it up. Far side to Theo, out of his reach. Rands with it. Rands on the forecheck. Theo chips it to the corner. Portland picks it up, throws it up the middle. Skorda back to pick it up. No ice. EJ regroups over to Charles. Charles. Turan picks it up, skates it in, cuts to the middle. Shot, high. Charles at the point. Down to Rands. Rands throws it to the middle, broken up. Portland skates it out. Charles to EJ. EJ skates it in over the Portland line, offside. Offside again. Westerby holds the line, walks it down low, loses the handle, picks it back up again, back to Indy. Indy move at the line, walks in to the middle to Parker, shot, blocked. Parker back to Senya, Senya over to Westerby. Carries it down low. Hudson Mangel after it. Portland breaks up, skates through center, dumps it in deep. Icing. Portland shot from the point, blocked. Stars after it in the corner. Cassidy in to help. Portland comes out with it. Caleb in after the puck. Remy with him. Puck comes to the point to score. The shot, scores! Blazers goal to Skorda. Blazer penalty coming up. EJ behind the net. Logan with it. With speed through center, cuts to the middle, over to Hunter. Hunter shot, save, rebound, another save. Shot out front. Hunter behind the net. Loses an edge. And a Portland penalty coming up to 2 minutes for tripping. Four for a minute 30. Charles at the point, throws it to the net, blocked. EJ in to pick it up. EJ behind the net. Up to Charles. Charles walks the line, throws it in, scores! Goal by Charlie from EJ, and I'm not sure who else. Theo with it, turns back. Still 4-on-4 here. Senya back with it, over to Theo. Theo drops it to Carson. Carson brings it through center, broken up. Carson back to Senya. Over to Carson. Skates it in. Loses the handle. Senya holds the line, walks it in deep. Finn in to help. Portland skates it out. Carson steps up. Theo picks it up, skates through center. Dumps it in deep. Follows through. Runs in to help. Puck comes out front, broken up. Portland sends it down the ice. No ice. Scored up to Rands. Rands through center. Loses the handle. Carter picks it up. Turan with it on the boards, back to the middle. Indy loses it. Indy to the point to Skorda. Skorda keeps it in. Indy off the wall, back to Skorda. Skorda throws it at the net, blocked. Carter Stars pinches in, loses the handle, pucks out the center. Turan dumps it in deep, Brand's after it. Turan comes out with it in the corner, up to EJ at the point. EJ shot coming, shot, save. EJ regroups back to Charles. Charles through center up to Mangel. Loses the handle. EJ steps in, holds the line. Parker and Mangel after it. Indy comes up with it behind the net. Parker now sets up, back to EJ. EJ's got some room. Throws it to the net, save. Charles walks in, shot. Another save. EJ at the point now. Walks in, lots of room, shot. Save, rebound. Another big save. Portland tries to clear, EJ holds it. Now it comes out to center. Couple good saves by the Portland goalie. Remy in after it on the forecheck. Comes out with it. Pinned behind the net. Caleb in after it. Portland comes out and in behind the net. Westerby holds the line. Remy cuts through the middle. Has some room. Throws it to the net. Save. Finn with it behind the net, throws it to the point, broken up. Portland through the middle with some speed. Throws it to the corner, Senya after it. Reverses to Hunter. Hunter down low to Westerby. Hunter comes with it. Skates it to center. Logan skates in. Cuts to the middle, shot, save. Portland breaks it up, skates it through center. Carter Stars with a broken stick. There goes a couple $100. Scored her in to pick it up. EJ skates it out. Gets some room through center. Stays with it. Cuts to the middle. Broken up. Logan back to pick it up. Turan skates it in up to the middle to EJ. EJ in, shot, save. Yeah. Theo cuts to the middle. He's got some room. Shot. Tries between the legs. Goalie stops it. Portland breaks it up, gets it out to center. Charles dumps it back in. Offside. Charles over to EJ. EJ up the middle to Indy. EJ regroups back to the middle of Parker. Parker cuts it in. Has some room. Broken up. Charles steps up to hold the line, and Portland gets it up to center. Charles back again. Parker and Hudson causing some trouble here. Portland throws it back up the middle of Charles. Over to EJ, back to Charles, up to Parker. Portland breaks that up. And Indy breaks that one up. She skates in. Cuts back to the middle. Loses the handle. EJ over to Charles. Charles shot, save. Cassidy in on the wing, walks in, turns back. Remy on the wall, cuts to the middle. Still with it, comes in, shot, crossbar. Senya in from the point. Caleb now, Caleb back to Cassidy. Cassidy walks in. Over to Westerby. Broken up. Portland with numbers through center. Senya breaks it up. Westerby through center. Portland skates out through center. Finn breaks it up. Good back check. Senya regroups back to Westerby. Westerby skates it in, drops it to Finn. Finn down low. Back to the point to Logan. Logan walks in. Shot. Blocked. Another shot, save. Blazer penalty coming up here. Oh, maybe not. Portland penalty coming up. Westerby tries to walk in, loses the handle, and there goes the whistle. .237 left in the third period, 5-1 Blazers. Scored it at the point. D to Stars. Over to Theo. Theo skates it down low. Tries to move it back to the point. Stars holds it. Walks the line. Penalty coming up for the Blazers. EJ at the point, walks the line. Down low to Charles. Charles walks in. Around the net. Back down to Hudson. EJ at the point. He's got room to walk in. Broken up. Portland skates it up to center. Charles loses an edge. Portland regroups. Minute 12 left, third period. Hudson dumps it in. Caleb in after it. Cuts to the middle, loses the handle. Remy with it now. Shot, save. Hunter with it through center. 9 seconds left. Goalie breaks that up. And that'll pretty much do it. Final score, Blazers 5, Portland 1.